gentlemen, again, it is Halloween, last day of Spooktober, and we are jumping right into a little bit of what we left off on, The Evil Within. Really quick, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, and swing by our live channel. It'd be good to see you. Also, if you're watching this on our live channel on Twitch, don't forget to clip things you might find funny or interesting. It all helps the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. With that being said, we gotta be nearing the end here, and I don't think the DLC is gonna be very long, so we might just jump right into it. In fact, it probably wouldn't hurt for me to confirm this. Each DLC is 2 to 4 hours, so yeah, we might just jump right directly into it if we end up finishing really, really early. We'll see, because I feel like we're close, man. I feel like we're really close to the end. Let's just jump right in. We didn't stream yesterday. Now I'm trying to remember where we left off. I know we had just finished the chapter, but what's going on here? That's definitely Kidman. We're in a bathtub. So I think we're in the machine. Wait, that's not. Whose point of view are we watching? I, for the life of me, can't remember what we did last. I remember going through the city. Then we ended up, I think, in the actual hospital. Oh, right. And then we disconnected a couple of people. We should have some keys.
Nobody here at all?
That's always a great sign. Internal Affairs interview and transcript, March 13, 2013. Investigator Phil, or Pi. I'm gonna say Phi. You know why you're here, Detective Castellano. Because you people aren't doing your job. You've been pursuing an unauthorized investigation and using KCP resources to do so. In addition, there are reports and threats of intimidation and physical violence. If you had any proof of those allegations, you'd be taking my badge and gun right now. So as far as we know, he was also doing his own investigating, and they didn't like that.
Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind.
Oh, let's just do that one. Oh, cool. More brain juice. Another key. That's funny. Oh, 2 keys actually. More brain juice. Nice.
Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind.
Trying to grab it, but man, the angle is not good.
Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind.
There he is. Any chance I can use this first? Because I have no clue. Oh, we have a really good amount of that. Okay, good. Dude, the sniper or the shotgun? I feel like the shotgun's been more useful lately. There we go.
Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our mind.
Okay, weird.
Losing our minds.
Leslie!
Losing our mind.
Leslie!
Losing our mind. Losing our mind. Losing our minds. This way.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, boy.
Hey, wait!
Well, it looks like we're in like some kind of bunker. Interesting.
All right, kid, where are you taking me?
Of course, it's never that easy. Is it? Maybe.
This way.
It's going to come down.
This way.
Sebastian! Leslie!
Never that simple.
Beacon, just like Joseph said.
Okay. Well, since we're like right outside, shouldn't be a problem to get inside, right? Oh my god, his stamina. Okay. Really should put points into that. My man has no stamina. Oh. Well, take it, I guess? Sort of? Isn't that a box I can open up, though?
I knew it.
Knew what? We've seen this before. None of this is new. Sweet, actually really need that. Why do I get the feeling that that's probably the only route we can take? Let's just confirm that real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. We can only go this way. That may come in handy. Yeah, isn't this where we... This is where the game started. Isn't this where we, like, escaped that chainsaw dude? I could swear. Knock knock, I'm back! Maybe not.
Every severed nerve, every tug of flesh pulled away from my bones until absolute darkness overtook me. Darkness and pain. 1,000 other sensations as they probed my cerebrum, examined my work. An eternity of intensity. Pain. Pleasure. Rage. Ecstasy. Blending together into a single piercing noise until the darkness was broken by sparks, like twinkling starlight. The pain, the noise, the light blends together, takes shape. It's a place I know so well. My prison, my home.
You brought this on yourself.
You sort of did, but didn't. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he is kind of a psychopath. Always kind of was. A lot of that kind of starts with the villagers being douches. And, like, setting him and his sister on fire. Wow, no, huh? Note from the steward. Do you still dream of escape so near at hand? What is the point of dreaming when your body lies here, never moving? R. Okay. The ladder's gone. Interesting. That's probably the right way to go. So let's do it.
Leslie.
There.
Doesn't sound like things are going well for him.
By the time I realized Jimenez had betrayed me, it was too late. I was so close. He knew it. Knew that I was too focused to notice when he brought those men. They'd never gotten past my traps otherwise. Their device is a perversion of my own. The device I should have created. My data, my equipment, my theories, my mind. They replaced my husk of a body with a new dimension of torment.
I mean, you got your vengeance. The doc's dead. Oh, is this an arena? Maybe? No. Just this dude.
Leslie?
Dude just wants to hang out in the rain. That's all. It's probably why he's going crazy. You know? They don't let him go out in the rain and just enjoy the water falling on his face. Right. Anything else here? No. Okay. We don't even have to go into the other area? It's a... Right, that's interesting. Should I just be conservative here? Let's just save. We have 16,000. I wonder if because we're here means that this is like the end. Maybe foreshadowing. It's starting to feel like it a little bit. We're just chasing the little white rabbit. It's Alice in Wonderland all over again.
Damn it!
So I guess we can't go in there. It's just to creep us out.
I know you're out there.
Oh, there we go.
Watch out for his eye. What? If you want to live, you avoid Rubik's eye. Watch out for his eye.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll see.
Tell me to shoot him in the eyes? Okay.
Poor guy. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Let's be sure. Oh! Bye-bye, lantern. Oh, you ugly. That's a lot of eye. Anything we can use here? That's kind of BS. Alright. He just immediately casted that on me as soon as he spawned. I didn't even have a chance to react.
Ways to die.
Pretty much. What's up, Papa? How you doing? Didn't even have a chance to react to it. So unfair. Get wrecked.
Out of ammo.
Come on. Damn it. That makes me sad. Woo. Nope. Oh, come on. I need to kill that guy right away. Like, that guy needs to die ASAP. There we go. Alright. That dude needs to die immediately. There we go. He's dead.
Out of ammo?
Of course. Ow. Oh. Go. Do that. Oh, that is not a good place for me to be standing right now. Whoop. See if that gets a couple people.
Out of ammo?
Of course I'm out of ammo. Gotta run and gun. All there is to it. There's a Healy, so let's use this one. Pick that up. Alright, I think that's all of them. Oh, alright. Now that I actually got through that, it's a little late, but let's do our shout out. See what our clip of the day is going to be for Papa Girl.
You mean beat them off?
Oh shit! Nope, not a good spot. Not a good spot at all. I just.
What
Why
just
is
happened?
everything falling? Why
Yep.
is everything falling?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I set a land claim block on top
face.
and it crashed the entire tower and I fell to my death.
I
Are
was-
you absolutely
was-
kidding me?
That was wild.
It was very, very wild. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
That sucked so
That is dumb.
I remember that.
Wow. Well, not using this place as a base.
Yeah, let me grab my thing, I guess. Alright.
Simply build the tower back up.
No. I'm
that
spiteful now. I'm done with this
Yeah,
place.
that was.
Oh no, this was a different base. That's hilarious though. That did happen in another instance though. I remember. Ah! I can't move. Ugh. Ow. Okay. I see what game you're all playing, and I'm not appreciating it. Where'd you just shoot me from? Okay. Knock knock. Oh no. Oh, I thought I was gonna stab myself for a second there. Oh, oh, that was so god. I hate those. I really, really hate those. They heal there. They're throwing a lot of heals at us. Of course. Oh, there's two of these guys now. That's nice. Son of a gun. They didn't go down after 2 hits? How shocking. That's not cool. Okay. Can I not kill him? There we go. Getting some ammo there. I think I got stuck. I'm okay with this. Oh, he's pissed. He's gotta be hurting. That's quite a few shots right there. Where'd he go? Huh? There you are. I will go back for that Healy that was back there. Yes.
Ruvik, I created this world. You cannot keep me here.
Not trying to keep you here. Just trying to get out. God. Man, just don't understand. Oh, also I see you started Resident Evil Village. Awesome. You're on the newer generation of Resident Evil games now. Oh. Stay out of the light, I'm guessing. Oh, the light. Oh, okay. Also stay out of the edges apparently, because the edges are lit up. God damn it. Alright, this is just annoying. Nope, it's a trap. This little area here, maybe this is where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, that makes sense. Ho ho ho. Okay. Oh, that's so thin. That's not cool. Of course. I hit a wire? I hit a wire? Ah. Okay. I didn't see no wire, but that's fine. Ah, that hurt. Oh shoot. Yeah, I saw that by putting that wire. Those are so hard to do now. Oh shoot. There we go. We're such a sore loser. Ow! Damn it! Technically a different area, but it doesn't look like there's any loot for us here. Upgrade chair is gone. Oops. Look at that. Yeah. Took away our upgrade chair. No cool. Not cool, man. What was the point of me getting all that extra juice at the end?
I make it out alive, I'm never riding in an elevator again.
Cooch, how you doing, bud?
Where does a mummy like to have sex? In its shinks stir. Happy Halloween.
Nice. Cooch, appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. 16 months of support. Appreciate that tremendously. Let's see what our Cooch clip of the day is. How is the escape simulator going? I caught a little bit of that on Zombie's End. Was that a bad bean? Is that what just happened here?
Oh, that.
Yep. That looks like a painful beam.
That is foul.
I love that wordplay you guys did on your little puzzle game thing. Like, what was it? Mind Melt Mondays? That's great. That's very creative, man. I like that. I asked Zombie if that's basically the same as a patty melt for zombies. He told me yes. My Melt Mondays. Eve. That's creative. I like that. Huh. Oh. The bathtubs are below us.
It can't be.
Well, that's interesting.
Help! Help!
I might just add this combo. Hi. What's up, Zombie? Welcome, welcome. You guys are showing up right for the finale, too.
Sebastian, get away from him. Sebastian, listen to me. Stop. Your interests are the same as ours.
Look, I get it. You're not just some rookie detective, and this is not just some ordinary kid. You killed Joseph and you shot me. So right at this moment, that's enough reason for me not to trust you.
You're a good man. That's why I...
Finds the second one after? No, the DLCs.
If you know who this kid is...
There are 2 DLCs that involve her.
You know why he can't be allowed to live.
That are supposed to give us more story
Bullshit.
depth.
It's Rubik.
They're short. They're very short. So, they're like 2 to 4 hours each. Don't fuck this up, no view. Watch it. I mean, no promises. They've been throwing me all kinds of curveballs.
Leslie, stop.
He just wants a hug. See? We've been doing it wrong this whole time. Oof.
Leslie!
I guess he just consumed him. I'm watching you with Saskia. Always watching. Can't speak to your mentor. Pretty much. Rubik is basically like the manager, isn't he? Like, he's basically the giant brain that controls all this stuff. We're in his world, technically. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to climb back up here again. Like, I just got here. Oh, that is just gross. Brains. Like it. Oh. That was a big boy. Oof. Man, can you just stop throwing us everywhere for 1 goddamn second? Time out. Before we continue, let's see what the zombies clip of the day is gonna be.
Under me? Can't you feel me inside you, dude? Okay, that sounded wrong. Do not quote me on that. Please do not. I'm sorry if it sounded
You have been
weird.
clipped though.
Literal fucking a bird.
By the way, I noticed that the Escape Simulator is actually a pretty big game, isn't it? Like, you guys have been on that for what, like 3 days now? Or 3 sessions, I should say? Oh! Okay, I think I fluffed it. Yep, I fluffed it. That didn't take long. I think two, okay. I don't have the stamina upgrade. This may be very bad. Oh no, you tried to shoot me. Oh god. Okay. To my mouth Mondays. Zombie's been eating well. Oh, can we use gun? We can use gun. Why the hand, man? I'd go right to the face if it was me. Bad hand. Bad hand. It's like slapping the child's hand away from the cookie jar. Back up. No cookie for you. I think that's supposed to happen. So I think we're fine.
Ways to die.
Kinda. That's supposed to happen though. RPG. RPG. Come on, plot armor RPG. With infinite ammo apparently, or lots of ammo. I mean, I should have basically just stay still. There we go. Ah, he regenerates. He's in the mouth. What the? I think we failed. Did we? Nope. I don't know if we won. Oh, really? Why does the monster have to give it a pop back? That's a good clip. Thanks, Zombie. The sturdy sling. Are you sure it doesn't even move? It's made from the finest cowhide.
I created this world. You cannot keep me here.
We're not trying to keep you. We're just trying to get out, bro.
Ruvik.
Like I could care
I'm going to
less.
finish this.
How about we step on it a little bit just to be sure? One good stomp. There we go.
Vital signs, sir.
Leave that one. And those two. They're not going anywhere. No one can.
I'm a little confused. So she was not inside the simulation? Brain based. Guess it's one of those situations where, like, if you die in the game, you die in real life. Because the doc and the cop that came with us in the beginning looked to be dead. So is Joseph really dead? I thought it was fine. What about Leslie too? Withers Leslie. Oh. Well, Leslie's not there anymore, apparently. But did Kidman take her? The scientists learned what Ocean Gate used to steer the submarine. Kick 30. Was there like a PlayStation controller?
Go!
Is that why this went wrong?
Detective, are you all right? Is there anyone else?
It was a Logitech Xbox controller. Dear God.
Just give me some real fresh air.
I think Logitech actually put out a talking about that. I think they actually put out a video on that too. That like our controllers are really great. Like we stand by our controllers, but they are not made for this. We don't recommend this. You're just walking out and no one caring? Really? No one sees nothing wrong with him just walking out. Wait a minute. You still in? Wait, are we still in the simulation? Also, did Ruvik take over his body, maybe? Ah, an ending with questions, which I guess leads up to the second game. I pray that they put a disclaimer on that. I mean, I don't feel like you need to, but I guess it's like back in the day when like McDonald's didn't have disclaimers saying, "Hey, coffee's hot." I guess people just need that disclaimers for everything. Well, base game's done. Final thoughts on the base game. It's good. It's solid. This is technically not a first playthrough. A lot of it's been forgotten for the most part in my head. It felt really good to play it again. But it's good. It's a solid game. It's very like Resident Evil Light is what I kept referring it to, because it's got like the same kind of like feel and vibe to it a little bit. It's a little bit more on the gruesome side. But like gameplay mechanic wise and everything, it's kind of the same concept. You're playing through a level, you can fight your way through the level, and there's puzzles and stuff like that to do too. Very few in this one. This one's more about how you traverse and survive rather than actually figuring out puzzles. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a solid play. I enjoyed it. And then we'll be jumping into DLCs, and then I'll give my final thoughts on those DLCs too right afterwards. Smaller, large puzzles here. I mean, people do crazy shit, so like it doesn't surprise me. I just think it's crazy that like, man, we're not talking about like I don't know, like a booze cruise in the Caribbean with a bunch of dudes who like basically got a little tiny like boat and threw some like bottles of beer in a fridge. Like, we're talking about like these were very wealthy people who probably spent a large amount of money on this trip, and they could, and that's how they decided to set up the ship. You know what I mean? Like, 250k per person ride, that's all they could afford for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, 250k person ride, man. Like, I'm just not. I'm a little surprised that it wasn't like a crazy high-tech submarine with like insane glass walls and stuff like that. You know? Not to mention they didn't even get it certified. Wow, really? I just find that so crazy, man. It's like 250k a person, man. How do you not have like the most insane, coolest looking submarine ever? You know, like how much does a submarine cost to begin with? And then it's like, with that kind of money, you probably could do something crazy. Or it's got like stupidly reinforced walls made of glass or something that you can see through. That can withstand like those crazy pressures. I'm sure that exists, right? I mean, I don't really know, but I'm sure that exists. Escaping the long way down. Then they were just like, oh, we didn't do any of that. I just think it's so strange. It's by far one of the strangest things I've ever like. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You got like all that money piling up, and you decide to go with like a dinky little submarine. Which, to be honest, probably was certified for that kind of depth. Or built for that kind of depth is probably what I should say. But they probably didn't get, like, inspections done and whatnot. So, like, without a doubt, something went wrong. Something probably was damaged, and at that kind of depth, can't really play games, you know? It seemed like one of those things where they saw a documentary on James Cameron and were like, we can do that. I guess. That stuff just blows my mind. I didn't see a documentary on James Cameron, but I imagine they had a pretty official looking like submarine. That kind of stuff is like, you'll never catch me doing that kind of stuff. Like, I've done a submarine ride before. It wasn't really a submarine ride, to be honest. It was like something off of the Cayman Islands when I went years ago with friends. And like, we did like a little sub thing, and that wasn't even that deep. It was like... like, if worse came to worse where the sub sank, we could literally swim up. That's how freaking deep it was. It wasn't even that deep. It was like maybe like 10 feet down. Not even. It was barely a submarine ride. And it was like cool because it was a sub that had like a glass bottom. So you could see the fishies underneath you. And then like there was windows all around us. So you're like sitting on a bench and you just look to the window to see the fishies. It's kind of all it was. I only stood in an old war submarine. Never stood inside one of those. I have been inside a battleship though. Like one of those decommissioned ships that they turn into museums now. I went to one... Was it the Virginia? I don't remember where. Well, I remember where I went. It was in North Carolina. I went on a road trip with some friends down there because a friend had like some family down there, and I think the name of the ship was the Virginia. I don't remember exactly. It was kind of interesting, dude. Seeing the size of the, I don't even know what you call them because they're not missiles. You know those bullets that the cannons shoot? Those aren't missiles that they're shooting. They literally look like ginormous bullets. It's crazy. They're like taller than you, taller than like a normal person. Like they're like 6 feet tall. It's insane. My wife and I went to a Patriot Point in Charleston, North Carolina. Oh, really? I don't remember what town we went to. This is back in high school, so we're talking what? 10 plus years ago? I don't remember the name of the town. I know it was near Jacksonville, but it wasn't Jacksonville. It was like a whatever road trip. We didn't really do anything crazy. I think the highlight of that trip was that we went to that place. We didn't do too much there. But yeah, it was a cool little trip though. It's just crazy how, like, I'm curious to see what a new, well, what's the word? New, modern? It's probably the better word. I don't know why I'm forgetting how to speak. Modern battleship looks like, because like those old school ships, man, it seemed so cramped. Like the way people slept and everything, like everybody was like on top of each other. it's kind of funny because like your bunks to sleep weren't even like bunks; they were more like hammocks on those ships. And like, yo, you had like no headroom. Like if you got up abruptly, you'd go right into the guy's back. It's like, what the hell? Machine gun acquired. I guess that's for New Game Plus. Oh, rocket launcher acquired as well for New Game Plus. Oh, that's nice. Can I use any of that stuff in the DLC? Because that would be pretty cool. So 15 chapters is the final. 67 deaths. So close to that 69. So close. Was it with Gus? No, I didn't know Gus at the time. I only got to know Gus, like... I've known Gus, I want to say like 3 years now? I don't know him for that long. I've only know of him because, like, we started working together. At, like, my uncle's, office. That's how I kind of got to know Gus. I met Gus. Like, I didn't know Gus way back then. Okay, so we got all that. I think we're just gonna jump right into the DLCs because, like, they're not very long. So the first one is assignment. Detective Julie Kidman finds herself within the darkness of STEM, confronting Rubik's and her own personal demons, while pursuing her mission. Alright, hardcore runs, let's go now. Listen, I played it on survival, which is the, I guess, normal difficulty, right? Because there is an easier difficulty, which is called casual, where there's more bullets and things don't hit you as hard. In survival, it says like the way the game's intended to be played and like survive. It's not that hard, but like there are moments, man. Like I had 67 deaths. Some of them I'll admit was my stupidity, but some of them were like actual challenging moments. The Evil Identity assignment. Let's do this. And who do we have here? We have Chaos. How you doing, Chaos? Let's see what your clip of the day is, sir.
Those things do have some pretty cool figures.
You were playing Fortnite last, nice. You should see his collection.
Yeah, I don't think I actually have.
Oh, I'm gonna
is this that clip again? Man, you have so many duplicates of this
like,
clip.
I don't have like a proper unit for them or anything yet. Okay.
Unit.
The hand of fate.
I think it's official that you have a problem when you're claw machining for Butterfly Pea Man.
I don't know why.
Side right there.
I think that day all of us made a clip of that.
The hand of judgment.
Do I have to change anything here, or does my settings transfer over? I feel like my settings transferred over because I'm still on this monitor, which is a good sign. Let's assume our settings transferred over. Yeah, their composer, Chaos. I remember we were talking about it earlier. The composer for Bungie. Oh, hold on one second. They existed together, but each saw things in their own way. It was as if each patient consciousness filled the blanks, creating their own reality. This is by Marcelo Jimenez. That's the doctor that died.
Do you stand with Mobius?
I do. I made my choice.
Mobius. That's something new we haven't heard about. So this is right after we crashed, right in the beginning. Okay. We actually did not see her throughout, like, the whole game until, like, halfway, I want to say. So yeah, that composer chaos. I think it's O'Donnell was the one that got laid off, right? Like they fired him before in the past, and they picked him back up again, I believe. They've had issues with him before, so it's like
No blood or anything.
it really wouldn't surprise me if they just laid him off because like one, they're probably doing what Bungie does usually, and that's like downsize rather than upsize, even though they're a very wealthy small company. And he was probably the first on the chopping block for them because like they've had issues with him in the past.
The crash.
He's kind of a little arrogant, to be honest.
Where is everybody?
Or not arrogant, but he's a little dumb on a business side of things. It wouldn't surprise me too. This composer guy, I forget his full name, but it's something O'Donnell. One of Bungie's composers. They laid off a bunch of staff. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Like everyone's kind of doing layoffs, and like Bungie's probably just following suit. It's just it's Bungie's a weird company, man. It's why they find themselves in the shit like more often than not for the dumbest reasons. But like the composer is not like something I'm really like whatever about, just because like they've had issues with that guy in the past. Kill this guy.
Sorry, detectives. Gives it a cream sauce.
Does he have a... Oh. Oh, that didn't do it.
Shit. I've got to get out of here.
I bet they bought a claw machine arcade and realized that they made a terrible mistake. They can still finance it, so I doubt it. I mean, the whole stock thing, I wouldn't surprise me. Like, Bungie's such a... Why the hell laughing? Bungie's such a weird company where, like, they've made games that I love so much, but, like, man, the way that they're managed is... I have a strong belief that they're not really managed very well for the most part. Because, like, they're a company that's had major successes over the years, and, like, they never really, like, grew much, which is weird. It's, like, so weird to me. Because they should be a company that's, like, as big as, like, Arcane and stuff like that, yet they're small, man. They're small. They're like, honestly, they should be a company as big as Activision Blizzard, because like they have literally like the top, what do you call it? God, what's the term I'm looking for? Everyone's trying to copy Destiny. What kind of game is that? That's game as a service. That around. They're like the top game as a service game. Like. They just generate money from that. So it's crazy that they're not as big as Activision Blizzard. But like I believe that they're having a hard time because they're trying to put out 2 games. Because they're trying to put out, don't forget the new game that they're trying to put out. My words are not working today. They're all stuck in my head for some reason. Marathon, there we go. They're trying to put that out, so I'm sure that they probably overreached a little. So now they're delaying Destiny. And to make that worse is like, as I said, they're never like a company that really grows much for some reason. So like them laying off people doesn't surprise me. They're probably just laying people off. I don't know why though. Honestly, maybe there's some kind of board meeting going on. It's like, oh, we need more money, so let's lay some people off. I have no clue. It would not surprise me. As much as I love the games that they make, like I don't think that company's ever been managed properly. And like, yeah. I know that the composer thing, they had some issues with the composer thing, like on another note, because like that guy, they fired him before because he wanted more money, because he was so successful with Halo. And when they fired him, he was so stupid, because this is the kind of person he is. He would go on YouTube and Bandcamp or something like that? I forgot what that name of that other site is. And he would go monetize his songs on there. And it's like, dude, you literally sold the rights to your songs. You don't own those. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're trying to make more money off of what you've already been paid for. And you're trying to get it from a different place. It's like you guys going to like an emo artist, having that person make emotes for you, and then them taking those emotes to somebody else and selling them to them. Like, man, what are you doing? So like, yeah, they've had a lawsuit with him in the past because of that. So like, it just doesn't surprise me. It might be another situation where like they looked at him and they're like, you know what, you're too expensive, you can go. But yeah, I do believe that like they're just not managed properly. Imagine people saw having a birthday cake for another work and were like, there's too much happiness, we only deal in sadness. It's the weirdest thing, man. Like, think about Bungie, what games that they have made. They made Marathon, the originals, which were pretty successful, but they were very niche. They didn't really get big there. Then they were owned by Microsoft, if you guys remember, and they made Halo, and that was a huge success. So, like, you know, if Microsoft made money, they made money, and we know they made money off of Halo. Halo was one of the biggest iconic games in history. And then they got sold to Activision Blizzard, and they made Destiny, which was successful. And we're talking about Destiny 1. And then they made Destiny 2, which was even more successful on a monetary level. To the point that they literally broke free, went solo, and now they only had the money to themselves instead of splitting it between them and Activision Blizzard. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, because when they left Activision Blizzard, it's not like their prices went down. And if anything, they were even more successful. Because they had good DLCs, like really good DLCs, that some of their best DLCs that sold better than anything that they've ever made before after that. And then I guess, yeah, then there was the whole thing where they got bought by Sony, which should have generated a ton of money too. I just don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of like questions there. Like I don't understand how they're not a company that's as big to like compete against Activision Blizzard. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. They're a company that just doesn't seem to grow for some reason. But moving on from that, KCP criminal record, charge information, case whatever, description, record, expunged, juvenile offense. Oh, this works here. Yay, I can actually read the lore. I'm so happy. I don't know why in the base game this wasn't working. No trespass, destruction of property. No trespass, destruction of property. Grant theft, reception of stolen goods. Fragrance, underage consumption of alcohol. These are like a lot of misdemeanors. Burglary, resisting arrest, possession of controlled substance. Robbery with the use of a firearm, assault, grand theft auto, criminal. Oh, this guy's bad. Resisting arrest, assault on an officer. So it sounds like, I'm assuming that's the people that we're running into in here, that were turned into patients by Rubric. I'm guessing they were all like minor criminals, and with the exception of one, I guess, it seems. Karen! Hey, it's good to see you. I know this is not your type of game, but it's good to see you regardless. Happy Halloween, by the way. Need some cat chill time? Well, welcome. You're always welcome. Yeah, I like the sadness I think better. Never mind his theories. I'm just piecing together the things. You know, I'm trying to be a detective here. I'm just role playing. Oh god, I hate that.
Hey, where's Joseph? Everyone must.
Can I do anything? Oh, okay. Different button this time. Oh my god, do I need to get out the cave and that'll stop? May not be my type of game, but I had nothing compared to a friend dragging me to Phasmophobia. Oof. Yeah, Phasma is very spooky. Especially lately. If you guys haven't seen it lately, man, like, those guys have gone places with that game.
Leslie. Leslie Withers.
I'm sorry?
Kid, I need you focused. I need your attention. This is a serious matter. Everything we do is a serious matter.
I'm ready.
I'd like to think so, but conviction must be proven with action.
Is she brainwashed?
As I was saying, your target is Leslie Withers. He's a patient at Beacon Mental Hospital. But he's something more. Simply put, we need him to run our STEM system. Without this asset, our research will mean nothing.
Oh.
I don't understand. We own Beacon. Why not just take him?
Our relationship with his advisor, Marcelo Jimenez, has become rather strained. The boy is a leverage piece.
So they're trying to do their own STEM.
Jimenez plans to activate a STEM prototype at Beacon without our permission. Obviously, that's unsuitable. Have no illusions. It will be dangerous. Come, take a walk. The nurses are waiting.
Interesting. So these guys, whoever they are, maybe this isn't. Oh, cat. What's up, kitty? My god. This could honestly be Chaos's old model, man. Thing's got red eyes.
Hey there. Where did you come from?
No. Is this how you save the game? That's hilarious. If this is how you save the game, that's great. Just pet the kitty. I'm already liking the DLC more. All we had in the base game was some creepy nurse and her book. Can't see faces. I'm really wondering if she's like brainwashed. That's some crazy like organization though. Not this way. Let's see. Follow the green light. Now you have no stamina either, I see. Okay. The one thing I still haven't been able to put together is like, what's the purpose of this STEM stuff? Like, I get that they're basically fusing consciousnesses together, but like, what's the overall goal? Are they trying to use this for, you know what I mean? Like, what are they trying to use this for? That I still haven't figured out. Maybe this DLC will give us answers to that. But it looks like this organization, which I'm assuming is Mobius, because that was mentioned in the beginning.
If Jimenez activates the system, he'll be
is trying to do their own.
He doesn't. But as a precaution, we've prepared an infusion to prevent contamination.
Like a vaccine? To protect me?
That's why she didn't get
More
any
accurately,
symptoms.
to hide you. We developed STEM, but there is a ghost in the system. Something we call Ruvik. It means to keep us out. This infusion should protect you to some extent.
Why send me alone?
You won't be alone. You'll be with your team from KPD. You'll get a call on the radio reporting an incident at Beacon. Everything will be arranged. But there are consequences of little value.
Well, I understand now why Sebastian and
to your
Joseph
mission,
didn't really get along
they're
too well with
expendable.
her. Like, he said that, like, their time in the KCPD, like, they didn't really jive with her in one of his journals. And I get it now. She's kind of like a double agent, so, like,
He will enable us to change everything.
she probably came in feeling like a
I'll
stranger
come
and
back
kept
with him.
herself
I
distant.
needn't remind you the consequences for failure. Loyalty is a sensitive subject for us. Trust is such a valued commodity in today's world. So once again, I ask you, do you stand with Mobius?
I do. I made my choice.
Yeah, so they're Mobius.
Now you must
figures.
back up your words with actions.
Really?
Do not waver.
Don't have a smaller needle? Jesus.
Now I'm going to count down.
Where did you
And when
shove
I'm
that
finished,
needle? Like all the way up to her
I'll ask you
elbow?
a
Like,
series of
what the hell?
questions.
It was massive.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'd like to ask you some questions.
That's not a good sign.
Have you ever felt abandoned by the ones you trusted?
Oh, that thing's still in her arm. I don't like that. Is she gonna just pull that out? Do we have to watch this? Oh, oh, that is such a big freaking needle. Like, why? Jesus Christ. Thing's practically an ice pick. Is that someone in the background?
Hey! Anyone?
That's never a good sign. Do we have anything we can use as a weapon? Like, I'll gladly take a bar stool if I could. We have checkpoint. Oh, she has flashlight. Okay.
What's going on? Where did everyone go?
That didn't sound good. I wonder if I can focus and blind people with it.
Help!
Hey!
Okay. What's this?
Please. No. No.
Hmm.
Oh shit. What could have done this?
No. Darn it. I was hoping I could search him for a gun. Guess not. You don't have a gun? No? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, let's follow the blood splatter. Smash him! Smash him in the face!
I'm afraid that the fragile mental states of the subjects are limiting our studies. Mobius wants us to move past beacon patients and onto
A
more
breakfast stream, buddy. Catch you later.
people.
See you later, zombie. You have a
They want
good
to
one,
get
dude. Thanks for
STEM
coming
closer to its
by.
intended use.
Hope you enjoy your time.
Would
What are you
they see
playing,
the
by the way?
world in the
You
same
want to let
way?
everybody know? If you
Would a
haven't got it yet,
sane
that is.
mind weather the psychically draining experience. I had that dream again. I entered the STEM myself.
Interesting. Lies of P. Oh, you haven't finished that yet. If you guys have not checked it out, swing by Zombie Romeo's channel. It's really cool Dark Souls game with some interesting little twists and stuff. And probably DST with a new friend. DST. I'm so bad with abbreviations. I'm slow with games. There's nothing wrong with that. Cover, arrow moving cover, peak corners. Okay. Oh, there's a cover system in this one. Don't starve together. Oh, that is a tough game, man. Have fun, enjoy.
Come here.
So am I supposed to like lure? Take that. Ow. Yeah. I wonder if there's like a sneak attack. Yep, nope, I can't. Sorry, Karen. The short DLC, so hopefully we get through it quick and then jump into something else that you might like. I saved enough to make you play Rain World. That'll be an interesting game. I would say if you can't handle it, check out Zombie. That Lies of Peas is something more of your style. It's Dark Soulsy.
Come here.
Okay, I was curious about that. Oh, the stamina in this game. Ah, nice try. Trying to make her. Is there just nothing I can do here? So I've seen Lies of P have been about it. I kind of fell off the Souls games in general for the moment. Oh, okay. Curious, like, this is gonna suck, man. This game might be heavily focused on stealth, which is rough for this type of game.
Come here.
Yeah, there's no like sneak attack thing. There we go. Just had to do that, I guess. Not. Hopefully, we get a weapon soon. Oh, you recover your health just by standing still. Interesting. What? No. I think I'm being a dingus about this. If his hands were bloody, I guess the most bloodiest would be the first one, right? And then slowly become less bloody. That actually made sense. Wow. I can't make heads or tails of any of that. Okay.
Come here.
I'm hoping that makes him go exactly. Wait, then we have a bottle? What happened to a bottle?
Hey! Over here.
There we go. Alright, might not be so bad. So she doesn't come all the way. She only goes up to there. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now that we got that. Okay. Hopefully we had a checkpoint there. Could we just hide in a locker? Are they really that, like, dumb? Oh. Interesting. Oh, god damn it. Why is my bell ring? Give me 1 second, guys. Ainda veio o cara mesmo metendo um pacote no outro lado também. É só tarde, né? Vocês estão presos? Ah, man, surprised. Amazon doing deliveries at this hour. It's like almost 9 o'clock. Alright. Oh, now it's locked. That was way too creepy.
Agent status terminated. Authorization invalid.
What? Terminated? Maybe I can force it open with the computer.
Analyzing data.
Ah, crap. So, where could I hide? I have no clue where I can even hide.
Agent status terminated. Authorization invalid.
What? Terminated? Maybe I can force it open with the computer.
Analyzing data.
Is it like I'm not able to move so he won't see me? Oh, he just created a new door for me. Okay. And of course we're gonna follow the creepy creature thing, because
that thing,
why not?
Used its light.
If the system is activated, you'll hear a high-pitched noise. From then, we can't do anything to help.
What's gonna happen to me?
All I can say is that it will be unsettling, but Leslie will be in there with you. You'll need to find him.
This is from before. Leslie, is he really here?
If this is 2 to 4 hours, I kind of get it, because there's no like loot to grab or anything like that,
here.
or exploring.
Okay, I gotta get to him before anything else does.
It's more like just get through the level. That's random. Want the new music track? You can listen to it in the sound player. Simon title. Okay. Oh.
Hey! Come here.
What? You dumbass girl, like... Hi. Oh, of course. I just realized I do have the bottle. Oh, it's in my freaking inventory this whole time. God damn it, I could have really used that.
Don't you ever forget. You're one of us now.
Oh, hold on. Ah. I did not know that that would open up a door. But awesome.
The air feels so heavy in here.
After months of secrets, subterfuge, and indoctrination, they brought me into their fold. This place is elaborate, to say the least. Despite the modernistic visage, the research they have been doing here seems to date back to over a century ago. This place has history, and from what I can grasp, this facility is only one branch of many. Institutions, powerful families, their reach seems grand, and therefore the possibilities for me seem equally as rich. Clearly, my own unique methods at Beacon have piqued their interest, and I am most grateful for the opportunity. Most of what the researchers have been working on, however, seems archaic by today's standards. They told me budget is of no concern. Results are the only thing that matter. Juggling duties here and at the hospital seems manageable, but Reuben, comparatively insignificant, but even at his young age, his studies are remarkable. Perhaps one day he will even assist me with my work here.
This is not a negotiation, Dr. Jimenez. We are expected to reach a solution, hence the founding of this facility.
I understand that, and I appreciate the time you've given me.
Time has a limit, and we're approaching that point. If you've outspent your usefulness, we will need to find someone more suitable.
Let's not be so hasty. I've done tests with our...
Oh, Ruvik.
It's my hypothesis that we haven't succeeded because so far we've only been using visuals, audio stimuli, passive influence, even on my patients with limited mental capacity. This method is rejected by the user. If we are to accomplish what we intend, we will need to refocus. We need direct access.
And what do you propose?
It's, how shall I say, a pet project of sorts. A mechochemical process. With it, we should be able to have a direct influence on the individual, potentially even access their subconscious. I have the data in the next room. Let me show you.
I only noticed now that you redeemed the
That
footsteps,
video.
Chaos, and I
remember they showed
swear
me
I thought that was in the game.
brought here.
It spooked me for sure, and I thought that was in the game, and I only just realized that was you redeeming it. I think I even like reacted to it, trying to like avoid whatever was coming at me. Is that it? Is that all I came here for? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's the stem blueprint. Okay. More blueprints. Okay, more of that.
This research here, this is exactly what we've been looking for. I call it STEM. I'm sure you and your superiors will find this most satisfactory.
You mentioned the design was from a pupil of yours. In that case, where do you fit in?
He is an unstable individual. Perhaps it is better that I continue to be the one to contact in this situation.
I'd like you to bring this man in. We should all be able to have a productive conversation. What did you say his name was?
Ruben Victoriano.
So that's why he stole his stuff. Are you just trolling me, man? God damn it. He's just trolling me. Can't go through here. Yep, gotta go through the creepy closing doors. Or... authorized personnel only.
I haven't been feeling well, but look, let's just get out of here. There's something wrong with this place.
Interesting. So we're kind of
That's
watching.
where Leslie was before. And now those two, where are they headed?
We're kind of watching the journey unfold from the other side. Interesting. That's why we didn't see her throughout the whole thing.
Agent status terminated. Please contact biometrics for reauthentication.
Cat! This is the greatest saving mechanic I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Things that won't seem real, but you have to stay focused. It will take you a while to get your bearings, but you'll be better off than the others.
And about the others?
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
Find Leslie and bring him back. That's all that matters.
Okay, well, we have our hiding. That's a giant key card.
Please guide subject construct facial, hand, and neural profile.
I don't think anyone's gonna help me out with this.
Facial profile constructed. Matches deactivated account Julie Kidman. Reinstating profile.
Yeah, okay. I guess we do have to go this way. For some weird reason. I had a feeling. Nope. Changed my mind. Oh, I have to go in there. I know it's scripted. I have to.
Whoa. Scanning. Please stay still until procedure is complete. Hand profile constructed. Please complete neural profile to complete authorization.
Maybe it's blind?
Okay. Those are creepy. Oh. You said maybe they're blind, right? Any chance we could just walk by? Yes. Oh, I see. I have to go that way. I could. Okay. I just realized they're crab walking. Yeah, he's on the ladder. I think I see what I have to do. No. No, that's not the right way to do it. Maybe. Darn it. Oh, what does it want me to do there? I took no damage doing that. I think that was an exploit that I just did there. Oh, I see. When I was on that side, I was supposed to push this over. I see.
Neural profile constructed. Profile matches terminated agent Julie Kidman. Termination reason: insubordination. Profile reinstated, but data sent to Central Mobius for analysis.
Insubordination? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I should be able to open those doors now.
I really don't trust.
Over here!
Peace. Yes. More cat petting. I need calming. I will not deny that this game feels so much more intense than the base game. Mostly because of the fact that she has no way to defend herself. It's like you take away the ability to protect yourself and it's like everything becomes 10 times more intense. That didn't sound like that went well for that person.
Patients emerging from the stem are becoming more erratic. The pathologies seem to be amplified by the experience now. Even worse, patients now seem to experience each other's psychological trauma. It's as if the user's deepest fears linger within the encephalon of the system, even after the session is over. The most concerning thing are their most recent statements. Every single patient claims to see a hooded figure slowly approaching them. Could it be him? His consciousness existing as a ghost in the system. My curiosity has never been piqued like this. I want to know. I want to see what they see. But it's too risky. For now.
Son of a god. Ah, keep forgetting it's a hold. I don't trust things coming out of elevators. Go figure.
An error has occurred. Please wait while power is being restored. Power restoration at 20%. Power restoration at 50%.
I wonder if we could use that.
Hey! Power is now restored. Elevator is now in service. Thank you for waiting.
Peace.
Keeping our facilities clean is appreciated. Our workplace is a fine place
I love
because
Liv.
of your support.
He loves you. He loves you. Pixar Unleashed. Pretty much, man. Pixar is very, very angry. They're very upset at what Disney's doing with all the folklores, and they decided to go on a rampage, just eliminate everybody. They waiting for me to do something here? Oh, okay. I could just open the door. Of course.
Okay, make it convincing.
Detectives! I'm here! I'm safe! Sebastian! Joseph!
Mobius. So they sent you to take the boy back. And you trust him. Don't kid yourself. You're just as expendable as your partners are. As I was. After all I did for them.
Ah, this is how
See
she ended up in the
loyal you are
cage.
when you know the truth.
Are you all right?
Do you wish to remain in the dark about information that will undoubtedly disturb you?
Chapter 1.
Joseph! Joseph! Shit! Where did he go?
I mean, I remember this part in the base game. We just fight off a couple of people.
Well, he'll just have to fend for himself. Gotta keep on track. Find Leslie.
His name was Ruben Victoriano, but now he exists as Rubik inside the Encephalon of Sten. Ruben was brilliant, designing the entirety of the system by himself. But we conflicted over our intentions.
And what happened to him?
Ruben has been dealt with. The consequences of trusting the wrong people.
Rubik. He knows I'm here.
I see a weapon that I may potentially be able to use. Tell me there's ghosts. Whee! Oh, it's these things. I hate these things. God damn it, there's more than one. I gotta see how they want me to do this now, because like... So he can't see me if I'm in cover. Interesting. Okay. There we go.
Something else is even more harrowing. Our subjects are dying. They come out from STEM abruptly passing with looks of horror in their eyes. The ones that do survive are catatonic, babbling, incoherent messes that we can't properly interview. We've done nothing to the process to cause this change. It must be the ever-growing collective consciousness of the STEM system. These patients seem unable to take the strain of exposure. We need more sane subjects, perhaps to cleanse the system. At its current state, the system is unsustainable. Something Mobius will not approve of. This time, only I am to blame for this. Our new prototype and beacon is almost ready. When it is, I will start its conversion to the wireless system. Even if the original STEM experiments go awry, I will show my worth to Mobius with its next generation.
That's the first box I've seen that I could actually break. Hi. Bye. God damn it. Pixar found us again. Oh, girl, get out the water. Oh, we are so fluffed. Oh, it's the blind one. We have a gun? We don't have a gun. Grab gun. Grab gun. Why is the magazine separated from the gun? Infinite ammo. Now we're talking. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Cool. Apparently Pixar has spare bulbs.
If Leslie's down here, I doubt he'll last long. I've got to find him.
And they took my gun away. Aw, the Satch.
And about the others.
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
Kitty cat. Yes. We have to get over there.
Sebastian! Kidman!
Joseph, wait!
So do that for now. Oh, it's another one of these. Oh crap! This could be anything. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So this one, and take these two. Sure. I think we found the secret. There might have been more of these throughout the game. I'm not doing a great job of collecting those, I don't think. Wait, we came from there. What am I doing? Is there a point to me breaking this? It doesn't look like it. Oh, this is like a hidey hole. Okay.
Come here. Hey! Come here.
Oh, damn it. It was just like whack. It's like, where you think you're going?
Over here. Hey! Hey! Okay, that was scary. I'm not even sure I want to know. What is the point of this? I don't have any weapon. You mother fluffer.
I see. I just had to trick him into killing himself. Okay. Oh, come on, stamina. So I guess the trap only springs once. Hopefully she can't break through that. Oh boy. Goodbye. I need to stop kicking doors in. I have no way of defending myself. It is not the wise choice. Ah, we found him.
Joseph, you're all right.
You too, thank God.
Any sign of Sebastian?
Nothing. Maybe we can go back and look for him.
No. I mean, let's just get out of here first, then we can worry about Sebastian. Can we open this gate?
I doubt you and I are strong enough.
Joseph, watch yourself.
I'll be fine. Quick, look around and see if there's another way out.
Oh.
We probably don't have much time. Look around for some way out of here.
This isn't exactly how it went down last time. Ooh, kitty cat. Wait, we have gun? We do not have gun. Gun is just for decoration. Oh, it's the shadow.
They've refocused the efforts of the other programs to support our research. STEM priority has seemingly overridden other departments' individual research. Chemical and botanical studies are focused now on tempering, priming subjects for their inevitable connection. Now that the prototype is up and running, experiments continue. Upon their return from STEM integration, patients are interviewed extensively. While their particular pathologies inform their experiences, there are commonalities. They all experience the same settings, the same occurrences. The world they inhabit becomes larger with every new visitor. This suggests that shards of each user's consciousness are left behind inside the stem, creating a community. It's as if internally a new world is being built.
Interesting. Still not sure why they want
You're
this
losing
system.
focus, kid. I warned you about that.
How could this place exist? I don't understand. What's happening in here?
Ruvik knows you're here. He's feeding off you. But there are more important problems. That detective.
Joseph isn't something to worry about. He doesn't suspect anything.
He's expendable. How else do you want me to say it? Remove him. That's an order.
What are you doing? Killing Joseph? That's not gonna help me find Leslie.
He can't be trusted. He'll turn on you. They all will, once they know what you're after. We told you. You're weak, kid. And you're disappointing us.
Are you guys all right? We're all right. Sebastian, maybe we can lift this enough for Kidman to go under and open it from the other side.
We're counting on you.
It's odd, though. Why would they catch you instead of just killing you?
Maybe he didn't see me as a threat.
He.
I know who you are. I'm not going to let you take him. You should have followed your orders, kid.
Ah, great. Keep taking our gun away. Wait, really? We're gonna kill Joseph?
I know you're here, Agent Kidman. You can't hide.
Can't I though? Easy, Joseph.
You couldn't have gone far. Found you. And you couldn't have gone far. There you are!
Hey, can you just lose sight of me if I just go behind something?
You couldn't have gone far. You can't hide. You couldn't have gone far. There you are!
Jeez, he's kind of annoying to get in this area.
You couldn't have gone far. There you are!
Yeah, this is really annoying.
You couldn't have gone far. You can't hide. You couldn't have gone far.
This is really annoying.
I know you're here, Agent Kidman.
Problem is that he's so far out.
You're the one that brought us here. I'll kill you for that. Ow! Fuck you, Kidman!
Not the time to be taking a break. Wait, did he seriously just go that way?
I knew you would. You can't hide. You couldn't have gone far. Shit!
Oh. It's a blinding effect thing.
I know all about you, kid. I know who you are.
You can't hide. There you are!
It's okay. He's technically
Why
not
are
dead.
you making me do this? Damn it, Joseph! You should have just stayed out of the way.
Are there sins you are ashamed of?
Me. Where is she now?
Wait a second. This house. No, it can't be. Mother would sit in her chair, rocking back and forth, killing time until the next service. She barely spent any time with us. I wondered why she even had children at all.
Miss Kidman, please tell me about your family.
Next subject.
No. We've prolonged this talk for a while now. It's important for our understanding of you.
They never gave a shit. Too caught up in that church of theirs. More like a cult. It was like a punishment. Nothing I ever did was good enough for them.
They abused you?
No. It was more like neglect. That's why when I just left, they didn't care. They never came looking, they just gave up.
And you never went back to them?
I did. A couple of years later, they were gone. Everyone was gone. It was like the whole town got up and moved. I should have felt something, but I didn't.
And how do you feel about it now?
The same. They can rot for all I care. It was strange, though. There's a statue in the center of town, an angel with its head in its hands. I used to just stare at it when I was young, thinking it was sad. But now, I felt like even that statue knew how pitiful life was there. What a terrible place.
So, the village we went through was her village. Interesting. I always wondered why this village was here. I figured there was a connection to Ruvik, because, you know, he had the whole farm burn thing. But no, it turns out it's not. Oh, they really want me to go towards the... Ah. Nope. Guess they want me to go towards the angel statue.
Leslie! Leslie, stop! At night, I would stare up at the statue lit up in the center of town. It looked like it was crying for all the wasted life in that place.
guessing I need to find the light.
A piece of my past. STEM must be creating this.
There we go.
In life, we constantly search for a place we feel safe, a home we can always come back to. We imagine that place in our minds and are drawn to it. You had a home, but now that place is here with us.
Oof, yes.
Reuben has no idea what he's done. It's not surprising that he doesn't care either. He was never motivated by fear of Mobius. The STEM prototype works, but only when connected to Reuben. I've checked the details, and he customized the whole system to only operate with his own brainwave pattern. I left him alone with the device for far too long. Trusted him too much, and despite all my knowledge in the field, it's past the point of fixing. I can't just flip a switch. And that's not the worst of it. They know as well. I'm not going to take the blame for this. I will drag him here and make him fix it. I can't imagine what they will do to him if he doesn't.
That explains the suits that grabbed Reuben. I never thought about it. But they were basically Mobius.
Drawn to it. Please let it be Leslie. I've got to get to him before those things do.
Ah. I see now.
Over here. Hey!
It's one way to deal with them, I guess. That hurt. There we go.
That's the bell on the floor. That should get them away from the gate.
Be convenient if you could just throw a rock there.
He's here! Hey!
Okay, that's one less to deal with.
Help! Help! They're here! He's here!
Okay. I did not know they could climb up that. Come on.
Leslie, it's all right. It's safe now. You can let me in.
Safe? It's safe now?
Sort of. They're right on my butt. Let me in.
Hurt. That was close.
He's here.
Finally found you. You're not hurt, are you?
Getting stronger. Can't get away.
We'll be fine, Leslie.
Church.
How am I gonna get us out of here?
Church, please.
The church.
Please, church. Church.
All right, come on. Stay close to me. I'll protect you.
Church.
That is definitely not a good sign.
See, Leslie? We're almost there. Just a little further.
Oh, why you have to open your mouth, lady? Why you have to open your big mouth?
What the hell? You've got to be kidding me.
At 5 came a plague taking our livestock, and with that, many took their lives. At 7, Mother turned to the church. Her symbol was etched in her mind. At 14, I left, leaving only a note. I wrote that I'm gone to heaven. So, 5, 7, 14. Those numbers have to have 16.
Shit. Leslie, you've got to hide. Don't come out until I call you.
Oh. Anyway, now, why didn't they let me have more stamina with this? The stamina is so bad in this game. Look at that. Figuring was a wing gets spread wide open shows the true form of the statue in the market.
I guess you could say I started young. I would sneak into the graveyard, steal the statues, and hide them. I wanted people to think they were cursed, but every morning they were back in their right place.
Figurine has a cow skull for a head, appearing in Kidman's nightmares. It says it is a bad omen. Figurine holds a crucifix between folded wings.
I had enough. When I knew I could survive on my own, I left and told myself I would never come back.
So at 5 came a plague. 7 turns to church. Okay, so I'm thinking this guy, church. I'm assuming this means heaven. Maybe not. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this one means church. And that one means heaven.
Come on, the church is right ahead. It should be a little safer in there. Damn it!
Son of a gun. All because stamina. All because of the stamina. God damn it.
Come here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Hey! Come here. Come here.
There we go. I figured that's all I had to do.
We should go.
Come on, kid.
Get you. Church. Get you. Get you.
It's all right. I'm here. Nothing is going to get you. You have to stay with me. There's no other way.
He's here!
Ruvik, what do you want with me?
You. I'm just making sure you're doing your job. Just like me, I doubt they want damaged goods.
Back up! He's coming with me!
Oh, I hope so. I needn't remind you the consequences for failure. Your people aren't the only ones counting on this boy. You need him to get out.
Oh! Vader!
We're all their pawns, eventual victims. They killed me. They ripped me apart and took what they needed. I will destroy
my avatar away a few
what
minutes
they
ago.
wish to control.
Thanks, Vader. Also, thank you so much for the raid, man. Welcome everyone from Vader Stream. Give you 1 second, and we'll throw out your shout out. Check out your clip of the days. How are you enjoying
Stop it!
Evil Within 2?
Let
I
it
thought
go.
you only started the second game.
It is my vessel. I am in control. I sense a conflict of interest. Just what was your mission exactly? Do you think their all-prying eyes can't see and hear? They've been watching you, kid.
It's fun, but not as scary as this one so far. Dude, I'm playing the DLC right now, which is short. They're like 2 to 4 hours each. There's 2 DLCs.
What are you doing, kid?
And man, the DLC is way
You
scarier
are to bring
than
the
base game.
boy back to us.
Because you can't defend yourself in the DLC. Like you have no weapons. It's all like hide and run.
We don't know what
Makes
he's
it
capable
so much
of.
scary.
I can't let that happen.
The second game I figured would be a bit more easier to digest though, because like it's more of an open world game, so you can approach things how you want, and it plays more like an open world game versus like
swore allegiance, but you are not in a position to make decisions like this. This is not acceptable behavior. You will bring us back that boy.
Man, her boss.
Run all you want, kid. You can't escape. Like everyone else that crosses us, we will hunt you down. Come back, kid. You have a job.
1 second. Alright, now that we have a moment that we can actually pause. Get a shout out there for Fader, for you guys who did like the base game of the first game and want to see more. Fader is currently playing the second one. By the way, I saw that Thursday, this next
I
week.
have no clue what just happened.
This-
You just dropped that in front of me. I think something fell on my head.
I remember that day. Yeah.
Look up.
That was a funny session.
Oh boy.
This Thursday, Fist, Forged in Shadow, the game that you just finished playing, Fader, is going to be on Epic. For anyone who enjoyed Fader's playthrough, you can pick it up for free and do your own. Yeah.
To do.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Don't do this, bro. God, that is dirty.
Enough games. Stop running.
No, don't stop running.
No.
Keep running.
Stop! Get away from me!
Keep running, keep running. Run in, run in, keep running, run in. Oh, not cool. It's fine. This is all planned. It's all planned.
We can't have you acting on your own. You will follow us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. That's a new trick.
Come back. You will bring us back that boy.
And there we go. That is the first part of this story, I guess, technically. Or side story. Not really side story. It's more like Kidman's side of the story, what was going on while we were playing the
Having
basement.
all of you in one place will provide us with opportunities.
I can't trust you. Not like this.
No, she's coming with us. She's my responsibility.
Look, Seb, we need to talk. You're getting out of control.
Finally, with this machine, I can go back.
We can continue the experiments.
There are some things here that are to remain in the dark.
Beacon. I just hope I can get there before he does.
Yeah, I thought that it was really fun.
A little hasty
Yeah,
with that
it's
gun,
tense.
kid.
I feel so much
What is
more
it you
intense
plan
playing this
on
DLC
doing?
than I did in the base game.
What I have to do.
Consequences, the next DLC. We will, of course, pick that up next time. It's getting pretty late. Koriyami? I have no clue what that means. Nine total deaths. Yeah, they're short. They're very, very short. No surprise though. They're very, very, very short. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie.